Hello, guys. As you see in the title, this is the end. Yep. But don't worry, it's not the end of the channel, it's just the end of the season. Let's check some information about it. I'm at the forum page, and that is this post that the management creates in the end of every season. Every last Monday of the season, they create this post. You can see the post I'm talking about here. If you come to the forum, then you go to announcements, and you see here season update. Okay, you click, and in this post you can read later. I'm not gonna go through it now, but here they tell you everything that's going to happen during the last week of the season. Okay, and what's going to happen during the season update. You can even comment in the topic if you want, as all these guys did. Just come here and write a message and submit. Okay, you don't know to go through this way. You see it here. Okay, in the notifications of announcements. If you don't find it here, you can do this way that we did. Forum, international announcements, okay? Then you can find this post. Let's check some competitions now. Let me first go to the league page. As you see, my team managed to be in the first place. We still have one game left, one more match, but I am 10 points ahead already, so I cannot lose my first place anymore. So thankfully, next season I'm going to play in the first division again. Once we know the final standings of the league, we can make some further observations about it. Some of these positions can still change, as you see, some guys are close. This one's not, but this one's, yeah, we can see some changes here. Then this is not really the final standings, but I can explain to you what's gonna happen now. The first place go to the upper division directly, and the last four go to the lower division directly. These three will play the playoff to go to the upper division, and these four will play the playoffs to go, hoping not to go to the lower division. Okay, as you see here, there are three in the group to play the upper playoffs and four to play the lower playoffs. To play a playoff, you need four teams. So you get these three, and one of the teams from the lower playoff in the upper division will come to join this playoff group and play. Okay, this this similar thing will happen with these ones, but these ones, each of these four, they will go for the playoff of a different group in the lower division. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, ask me in the comments and I can clarify. So he used to see the next round will be the last one of the league, but after that we'll see the next round will be the playoffs. Okay, so then you see in the upper playoff the second playing against the third, and the fourth playing against the team who is coming down from the upper division. Okay, below here you have this guy playing against, not necessarily this, could be this one too, but let's consider this guy for now. You see this guy playing against the fourth place of one of the groups in the lower division. This one no, because he's inactive. He's gonna go down. Okay, but let's not focus on it now. But he's inactive, so he's gonna be removed from the game. But if he wasn't inactive, he would play against the fourth place of one of the lower groups too. This guy the same, and this the same. Okay. The winner from this match plays against the winner from the other match in the playoffs. Then they have the final, and the supreme winner goes up, and in the case of these guys, the supreme winners stay. Okay? Or if the supreme winner is someone who is in the lower division now, this team will come up to this group in the division. Okay? I hope the explanation was clear. The teams that you see with this red arrow here, it means that they were relegated previous season to this group. And the teams you see with the arrow up are teams that were promoted from the lower division last season. Okay? Based on the final standing, each team will receive their sponsorship based on what they promised to achieve before. Okay, let's check mine, for example. In sponsor deals, these were the goals I set at the beginning of the season. Okay, I will not go into much details of them because I explained it in a previous video. If you want to check, this video will be here in the cards. But basically, I went over all of my goals. Okay, so I accomplished all of them. Then I received this money. In fact, I went over much more of this. For example, I don't think I considered more than 30 goals. I think I scored more than 70, even though I'm not sure. I would have to check. And I'm in the first place. However, since I set these goals at the beginning, they will not change now. They're not gonna pay me 4 million, for example, because I finished in the first. They will pay me 3,000, 3,200,000, because this is what I set at the beginning. Understand? And if any team doesn't accomplish any of these goals, they will not get anything. Okay? Here in the page, you can also see the other information like team of the round, the fixture, statistics, and history. But I talked about it already in the previous video, so I'm not going to repeat it. If you want to see more about this, you can check the video which appears in the cards now. To finish this National League part, let's just quickly check the results for the first division in Brazil. As you can see, there is one game left, but this guy is already the champion. And here we have the some international qualification that I will talk about later. Okay, the playoffs, teams relegated. Let us check the National Cup now. As you can see, we are still playing. I wasn't expecting for that, but I'm in the final of the National Cup. Okay, and the last game will be on Thursday. Today is Tuesday for me, so I don't know the result yet. Later I can tell you guys whether I won or lose. We are underdogs. This guy plays in the first division. He is in the second position of the first division. But I defeated two teams from the first division already, so I think we can have some hope. Let's see. We are underdogs anyway. Here you can see my results. The cup has a total of 11 rounds, but if you count here, I played only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This happens because I'm in the second division, so I don't play the two initial rounds. Okay, I only entered in the third round of the competition. I think the same happens with the first division teams. Maybe the first division teams play in the third round. No, in the third round I play in the fourth round, but I'm not very sure. I think they enter here too, together with the second division teams. It wasn't easy for the team to get here to this final match because out of the 8 matches I played so far, one, two, three, four, in four of them we went to the penalty shootout. So it was very complicated. And you can see here in the history that you cannot see all the matches. You only see the last rounds. Okay, so the main round, the round of 32, the round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and final. Here you see the champion and the vice champion for the last season. And here, if you want, you can see more information about the cup. Okay, fixture, statistics, and history. Let's check the international competition now. Since I play in the Americas, I don't play this one. This one is for Europe. So I will open the international cup I can play, which is Fata Liberty League. This is the most important international league for the Americas. Okay, I didn't play this season because I was in the second division, so I couldn't qualify. You can see that the winner was this team, QD CDFC. Okay, the Brazilians didn't do so well this time. The best one was this one, who is the national champion too, but he went out in the quarterfinals. Okay, the other ones left in the round of 16, so not such a good season for us. On the right side here, you can see the prizes each team gets in this competition. If they go over the qualifying matches, no, when they get to the qualifying matches, they get this amount just for being there. If they reach the group stage, 50 million more. Each win, they get this. Each draw, they get this. The loss, this. If they reach the round of 32, this. 16, and so on. So playing international competition can be very profitable. But the teams don't receive it right after each stage or each match. This money is summed up and during the season update they pay. Okay? So only in the end of the season. Now let's see the secondary international competition, which in the case of Americas is Fata Copa Americana. can see the results here. An Argentinian team. Oh, they didn't play yet. They're still going to play the final on the 9th of March. Okay, any of these two can win. Here you can see that they have a group stage and then a second stage. I think I just like in Fata Liberty, but I think I didn't mention it before. And on the right side, you can see the prizes too. You see the same amounts here, but there is a difference that for the secondary competition, as it's written here, they pay half of it. So if you win, for example, you don't get 100 million, but 50. Okay? These are the values for the Fata Liberty. For Fata Copa Americana, it's always half of it. Still a good money anyway. One more thing about these international competitions is that the teams which finish in third place of each group in the Fata Liberty, they automatically qualify to the round of 32 in the Fata Copa Americana. Okay? So, for example, let me pick some guys. Here I'm in the Fata Liberty page again. Then let me see the group stage. Let me take two teams like Recreativo San Fernando and FC Gators, for example. I go back to the Fata Copa Americana. I go to the round of 32. I will find these guys, see? Recreativo San Fernando and FC Gators. So the teams which are knocked out in the group stage and stay in the third place, they come directly to the round of 32 of the secondary competition, international competition. Okay? Now let's see how the teams can qualify for these competitions. For this, we come here to coefficients. Here you can see the criteria for qualification. This is for Europe, which is this confederation. My confederation is FATA. Then I'm gonna select it. Here you can see they give some coefficient for each country. I'm not sure if it's based on the number of teams on the country or if it's based on the international competition performance of the teams, maybe both. But anyway, based on this coefficient they give, the countries have places to send the teams for international competition. In Brazil, for example, you see that four teams qualify to the main international competition, Fata Liberty, and three qualify to the secondary competition, which is, in our case, Fata Copa Americana. Okay, these four they come from the league. The first three from the league go directly to the group stage of Fata Liberty, and the fourth place has to play qualification match to reach the Fata Liberty. The other three you have here the fifth and the sixth placed in the first division and the winner of the cup. Okay, and all of these three for the Fata Copa Americana they have to play qualification matches. No one enters directly to the group stage. In case the winner of the national cup, which is included here, somehow he is also qualified from the first division to the league, like either here or here, then I'm not sure about this, but I think maybe the vice champion of the cup goes to Fata Copa Americana or the seventh place in the league goes. I believe the vice champion of the cup goes. I hope the explanation was clear. Here you can see some history too, per year for the countries, per season, and for the last seasons, right? And for the clubs, okay? You can see the punctuation each club made. Finally, let's check the national teams tab. Here you have information about the national team. I will not go into details of this page because I talked about it before in the video about competitions. You can find it in the cards. This is the current coach of the national team. Basically, in this page, you see the competitions that the national team is playing at the moment. In the case of Brazil, it can be the American Cup, it can be the Cup of America's qualifiers, as you see now, it can be the qualifiers for the World Cup, it can be the World Cup itself. So it depends on the moment of the national team. Okay? About these things I talked in the video I mentioned before. For you who's watching this video, I hope you had a good season. If you didn't get the results you were expecting, hopefully you acquired valuable knowledge. Use this knowledge you've got to pursue better results next season. I hope my videos can help you with that too. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.